talk about the philosophy of young people today connecting with classical guitar, even if they're not familiar with the repertoire?
Yeah, there's so much to say about this. I would just say it really has nothing to do with that. I think that young people getting excited about things has everything to do with finding themselves within it, with seeing how they fit and how they matter. So if you have an amazing and inspiring teacher of figure skating in your town, and there's an ice rink, you're going to have a bunch of kids that are figure skaters in about 10 years. Because that's just the way it's going to happen. I always think of Ashland, Oregon, and the Shakespeare festival there as this thing. It's almost like you build it and they come. I think guitar has a really unique power in that it's got a foot in all of these different styles. We're not terribly dogmatic about the classicalness of classical guitar. We're dabbling in all kinds of contemporary sounds and contemporary music. Robert Rodriguez just donated his Spy Kids movie music. We could teach Spy Kids to kids in our schools, and it's a very different kind of a groove. It's all part of the modern panoply of musical language that we love to give to our kids. What's really great about classical guitar, from a pedagogical standpoint, is that you read music. And that's what school-based music educators expect. We want to teach the same level of rigor and the same transferable skills that you would expect from any high-quality school-based music education program, and that has to do with understanding a score, following a conductor, playing together, having all of the kinds of approaches to refining ensemble playing as you would have, so that if you become a great guitarist in one of our programs, you could also pick up a violin and really understand the language with violin or with any other instrument. And so the tradition of classical guitar teaching really lends itself to sort of a rigorous approach to music education that aligns with the expectations that we have within the school system. But you're absolutely right. When we came at the world classical guitar first, nothing went very well, because basically nobody likes that. There's very few people that will self-identify as like, oh yeah, I'm a classical guitar fan. That's really what I'm interested in. As we started speaking with more teachers and more principals, there were several myths, essentially, that we had to commonly deal with. One myth was, no, we don't want to do guitar in our school because it's a hum and strum class and it's not going to involve anything rigorous. And they just didn't know what we were doing yet, but that was sort of the assumption. Then there was the one that you mentioned, which was, what modern American middle school and high school student is going to want to do classical music, let alone classical guitar? So no, we're not interested. And all I can say is that when we passed our first 10,000 students, it was like, okay, well, actually, kids will totally do anything that's done well, where they can get into it. And so it gets back to the clapping and clapping together moment. It's all about that experience in one's heart, where you're being given an opportunity to give of yourself in a meaningful way. And that comes through invitation, it comes through belonging, and it comes through challenge. And so we could be doing this with some other instrument. It happens to be this instrument that we're really good at doing it with.